Hey guys, how's it going? Chad here with Greenlight Shooting. Today we're at Salvo Guns, and I kind of want to show you a few options for a first-time handgun owner. I know a lot of you out there are looking to get into shooting or have been into shooting for a while, and you want to get your own handgun. You're just not sure which way to go. So today I just want to give you a quick overview of a few options out there that I would recommend. So when I'm working sales and I have someone come in and they say, it's their first handgun and they want to pick something up, these are usually the options I show them. The questions I start out with are, is this going to be a at-home protection gun? Is it going to be a concealed gun? Is it going to be a range gun? Is it going to be just strictly a fun gun? There's a couple different options there, and most of the time the answer is yes. Meaning, they want a gun that suits everything. They want something that will be at home that they can carry maybe sometime in the future if they get their permit, something like that. So it's kind of hard to find something that's perfect like that, but there are a few good options. Probably my favorite option, and the option I'll start out with, is going to be this Springfield XDM9. Now this one, like I said, is chambered in 9mm. They make them in 40 and 45. I would recommend 9 starting out, but if you've shot before and you're comfortable with the other calibers, go with the other calibers, go with what you're comfortable with. But if you haven't shot before, a 9 is a great place to start. Okay, so a few options about this gun, a few features. So first off, it's got this, you can see that's a grip safety, so that has to be engaged for that trigger to pull. The trigger has a safety as well on the front here, so if that trigger doesn't come all the way from the front, it won't pull through, or if this back isn't engaged, that trigger won't pull through. Another nice thing about it is you got this little notch on top there. What that does is that's a loaded chamber indicator. So when I have a bullet in the chamber, this will actually pop up. So I can see it, or if I'm in the dark, I can run my finger over it and feel if I'm loaded or not. And then another safety feature is this cocking indicator. So that little silver part that's sticking out there, if I pull this trigger and shoot it through, that's no longer out. So I know I'm not cocked anymore. So I know if I have this popping up and that out, this gun is chambered and ready to fire. Another cool thing about it is it's got 2 magazines it comes with. One magazine is this extended one here. This one holds, I think, like 19 rounds, might be 17. But the nice thing is it gives you kind of that full grip. You can go to the range, you can shoot it if you're at home or something like that where size is an issue. It gives you a full solid grip on the gun so you can shoot it comfortably. It also comes with another magazine which will stop right here. It has fewer rounds, but the advantage to that is it's a lot easier to carry. So when you have, you're losing what, 1.5 inches off there. So that's vital when you're, concealed carrying the gun. So if you get this gun and somewhere down the road you decide that you want to get your concealed carry permit, this will, work for you just great. The other option people like about it is if I lock this back, I've got this little notch here. If I flip this up, that's how easy it is to take apart. So now it's apart, I've got my spring out and my barrel. That's a fully filled stripped handgun. Super easy to maintain, super easy to take care of, and it's just a gun that'll last you a long time. It's not gonna be a super high maintenance gun. It's just a really easy to handle, fun gun. Great first gun. Finally, with this gun, the nice thing is it comes with a whole kit. So check this out. With that gun, you get a nice big case. You get 2 magazines, like I was saying. You get a holster, you get a magazine holster, back straps, a speed loader, a lock, all your manuals. It's just a great, really great first-time handgun kit. Alright, so next up after that Springfield is a Glock, specifically a Glock 19. That's kind of your compact size in the 9mm. You've got a bigger size and a smaller size from this, so if you don't like the way it feels, you can go up or down. The reason I chose this size in particular is because it's a great size for both carry and comfort of shooting. So if you want to go to the range, you can still get a full hand grip on it, shoot comfortably. If you want to carry it, it's still small enough to conceal relatively easily. And it's just, Glocks are known for their durability. I mean, you know, these things are meant to stand up to anything and still shoot. They're super easy to use. They don't have all those fancy safety features like the XD has, but it still does have that trigger. So basically what it is this little notch on the front of that trigger makes it so your finger has to pull this trigger. Okay, this is kind of like the thing I was saying in the other video. If I have this gun loaded, I can drop it, I can throw it, I can run it over, I can do whatever I want to it, and this gun will not fire until that trigger is pulled. So just always handle the gun like this and you'll be just fine. What's nice about it is it comes with 3 magazines. This is a generation 4. So it comes with 3 magazines at 15 rounds. It's got a nice aggressive stippling on the grip, so you can always have a good positive grip. Comes with adjustable back straps for different sized hands, a much larger magazine release than the other generations, and internally you've got a dual spring setup. So something that's supposed to keep your recoil down, accuracy a little bit better, and it's also just gonna last a lot longer than the older springs. Same thing here, take out the spring, take out the barrel, you've got a fully filled stripped pistol. Again, super easy to maintain and to, you know, just keep in shooting order. Also, you know, in the future, if you want to make modifications to this gun, it's really easy. You know, you can get trigger kits for like 25 bucks. You can do all sorts of stuff for a Glock. You know, sights are really easy, all sorts of stuff. What's going on here? Hold on a second. All right, now that we got that figured out, let's move on. Next up, we have a Beretta PX4 Storm. So these guns are really great. I only have a full size right now. They do make a compact. They make them again at 9, 40, and I think 45. So see what's out there, you know, whatever you're comfortable with caliber wise, that's the one to go with. This one is a little bit different than the other two, being that the other two were striker fired. This one has your hammer, so it's got 2 different trigger pulls on this guy. So first option I'm going to tell you about, it's got 17 rounds, comes with 2 magazines, so you have plenty of firepower there. But the interesting about this one is it's double and single action. So what that means is if I pull this trigger back, see how that hammer's coming back and slamming forward? So it's doing 2 actions. So it's a little bit longer pull. I think it's 12 pounds of pressure to pull that through. Every shot after that first shot, because if you think about it, you pull that through, if this was loaded, this slide would slam back and come forward. So your hammer is always going to be back after that first shot. So that's only going to take 4 pounds of pressure since it's only doing 1 action. So you've got 12 pounds on the first pull, 4 pounds every single pull after that. So your follow-up shots are really crisp and really easy to get back on target. That being said, if I load this magazine, rack this slide, now my hammer's back. So if I want to carry this in a holster or concealed or in a bag or something like that, it's kind of scary because this hammer's back, it's only going to take a touch to set this trigger off. So what's nice about it is they have this safety here, which is fully ambidextrous. If I set this safety down, it actually moves the firing pin out of the way, puts that hammer back up. So now I have a bullet in the chamber and I'm completely on safe. Even if I take it off of safe, I now have that 12-pound pull still. So it's not something that's going to accidentally go off. All right, so another cool option about this gun is you'll see another cool option about this gun is you'll see this barrel here. It's got kind of that weird little square thing sticking out. So what that does, it's Beretta's new design. So if you can kind of see it, when I pull the slide back, that barrel moves. I think it's 45 degrees it moves, which is awesome because what it's doing right there is it's taking up more energy from that from the shot, so it's going to be less recoil. Another thing it's going to do is kicking out all the dust and debris and everything that builds up inside your barrel. So less recoil, keeping it cleaner, kind of a self-cleaning system. So it really is a great design. To take this guy down, just like the others, super easy. Take out your magazine, make sure we're clear, take the pressure off the spring, and you've got a notch here and a notch there. Pulling that down and push forward, and I can access that spring and that barrel. Super easy to maintain. Again, just a really easy to use gun with that safety feature. So So thanks for watching, guys. Obviously, there's going to be lots of other options out there for first-time handgun owners. These three are just a good, solid foundation to start from. You know, I would recommend coming out to your local range, getting some rental time in, and you know, really just seeing what feels best to you. You know, if you have any further questions or comments or anything like that, definitely leave them in the comments below or send me an email, and you know, we'll be happy to help you out there. So again, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned as we do, you know, I release more videos every single Monday. We'll have reviews on different guns, we'll have how-tos, tutorials, and competition shooting stuff. So thanks so much for watching Green Light Shooting, and we will see you next week.